Hey y'all, it's Joanna, and I love to DIY on a budget and make beautiful home decor. And if you like to sew, then catch me on Saturdays. Now, let's get crafty. All right, y'all, it's the What Would You Make Challenge with host Brenda at Rustic and Lace DIY, Christine with Divine Design, and their guest host is Emily at Farm Charm Chic. These are very, very talented ladies, and what we do is we have to use wood in our DIYs, which I absolutely love. So, anyways, I will leave their links in the description and the entire playlist in the description. Now make sure you check them out because you'll find lots of inspiration and talent down there. Down there in my description box down there. Let's craft, okay? I craft better than I talk. Let's go. All right, y'all. So for the first one, I have a frame that I took a canvas off of. I have some shims, a box, and that frame came from Dollar Tree. That box came from Dollar Tree. Those shims came from Lowe's, and the spackle came from Walmart. I can't find it anymore at my Dollar Trees. So I love it from Walmart. It's so creamy. I love this. I don't know. I like to touch it. That's just me because it's soft. But anyway, I'm going to fill in all these staple holes because that's where you pulled the staples out to get the canvas off. And it was just terrible. And then the front had some stuff on it where the clips were. And I'm going to use the front where the clips are, I'm pretty sure. But I'm just going to sand my edges, okay? And I'm using this big old hand sander. It's a mouse sander, actually. But I sanded both my edges off on the top there. And I'm going to take my shims, and I'm trying to measure them and figure out which ones I want. They're not the same size, I'll tell you. So I'm going to take my miter shears, and I got these at Lowe's, and I absolutely love them. I do. They are a Cobalt brand, Cobalt, and I love them. But anyway, I'm going to try to get these straight here. So I'm trying to find a pencil, but I'm going to use that one and just cut them off. But when you cut your second one off, cut it just a slight bit longer than your first one, okay? Because you're going to touch them like that right there. See, I couldn't see. It was driving me nuts, so yeah. All right, so I got them cut, and I cut one set a little bit longer than the other, and I'm going to take my Gorilla wood glue. It wasn't coming out, but anyways, I'm going to take wood glue and put wood glue on the two sides. And then I'm going to put hot glue in the middle. And I'm going to smush these together. One big end on one end and one little end on the other end. Okay, so it makes a straight stick. You can use, what you call it? Now I'm going to clamp it to hold it so the glue sticks. They were bowed up. So, yeah, I really had to clamp them. You can use paint stir sticks is what I was going to say. Or whatever you got. Now I'm going to take this frame. See my little sticks up there drying? So I'm going to take this frame, and I totally did this. No, I did do it right. I did do it right. So I'm going to set my box in there. Okay? Yeah. And then, once I get my box in there, I'm going to take I forgot what I did, I'm sorry. Two of the square, wood blocks. They're the tiny ones. They come in a pack in the Crafter Square section at Dollar Tree. And I'm going to glue one on this side of the front and one on the other side of the front. And that's just because when I had that frame down there in the back, it wasn't sitting up straight. And this was the perfect little thing to hold them on. That one looks crooked, but it was a crooked block. You know how Dollar Tree is. Don't y'all play? Yeah. So anyway, so now I got this far. And I'm going to take my Made stain. Now this is burnt umber, a tinge of black, and water. And it makes the perfect stain. Because when you use Waverly wax or any other wax, stuff does not like to stick to wax. So yeah, that's why I prefer a stain. Okay, so I got everything stained. And it's drying. And what didn't dry on its own, I used the heat gun. And I'm trying to figure this out because I didn't mark which one's the long one and which one's the short one. And I ended up putting glue on the wrong one because I glued them together. And then I looked at it and I was like, no, that's not right. One side's longer than the other. see it once. Yeah, that's how it goes right there. That's what happens when you don't mark stuff. But at least my glue is still wet and I'm able to take it apart. Because once wood glue dries, it's pretty much stuck. So I'm going to put these on there and then I'm going to use my Bosch stitch. This is just a tacker. Y'all, the joys of crafting. This is just a tiny tacker. So I'm always scared I'm going to get my, run a tack through my hand. But, girls got to do what it's girl. I got to stand up and push. And I didn't push hard enough because I'm chicken. So I had to get my hammer and tack it in. But yeah, we got it. So I'm going to finish tacking that like that right there. I didn't want you to see me struggling. So I had to put it on there and sand it to where, it would sit flat. Because I sanded it to have something to sit on. Because it wasn't going to stick any other way. So then I put it on there like that right there. And then I'm going to take hot glue after I staple it. I think I'm going to staple it. Yeah, I put a staple in it. So it wasn't a staple. It's a brad. It's a 1/2-inch brad. But anyway, yeah. So I'm going to take now, I forgot what that was. It's a weird sandstone type color. And I'm going to distress my box. Now, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. Look, this stinking thing came apart. So I'm just going to tack it with hot glue. Stick that back down. Then I'm going to finish distressing. And I'm just giving it a dry brush coat of that whatever that paint is. Oh, French linen. French linen. I wrote it on my list. I got to get some more. I'm out. So I'm going to have to go to Hobby Lobby. Yay! But anyway, I'm going to distress this whole thing. Okay? So I have this flower arrangement of lilacs that I had in something else. I don't even know what it was in. I've had it sitting somewhere for a while. But anyways, I'm going to take all these out because I don't know why I took them out. I could have just set it in there. I don't know. But I wish I had some flowers that were shorter. But anyway, I had to cut another extra piece. I just, glued them back down in there. Or maybe I didn't glue them. I might have stuck them. So I'm going to try to arrange these back in here. I am not a flower arranger. You'll see it in the last one. But I'm not a floral person. I love them as long as they're not alive. But yeah, I'm not good at it. I'll show you that in the last because yeah, I don't know. I might show you now. But anyways, I'm going to make a sign for the front, okay? So, excuse me. I printed this on my printer, okay? And it's just an inkjet. You can't touch it or you're going to get your wording smeared. But I'm going to just go around it. And I found it was easier to just pinch it and tear. If you tear towards you, it tears better. But anyway, I'm going to go around the whole thing and just tear my edges, okay? Alright, so I got it torn the way I wanted it. Make sure when you're tearing paper like that, you don't get your wording. You can go out further than I did. I got a little brave, I guess, or crazy, I don't know. So I'm going to take Vintage Photo Distressed Oxide by Tim Holtz and a finger dauber, and I'm going to rub it around here just a little bit. Then I'm going to crinkle this thing up and make it look older. And when I do that, y'all, that didn't make a hill of beans of a difference. I'm telling you right now. But anyway, now is when I wrinkle it up. And what this is going to do is when I pull it back apart, I ripped it a little bit on accident, but that's okay. It adds character to the oldness of it, But anyway, I'm going to open it up and then I'm going to rub across it again. And what that's going to do is it's going to darken my wrinkles, darken my lines, whatever. And yeah, and I like it when I get it like this. If it's too dark, just wipe it back some. But it looks darker than what it is. It's not really that dark. Like it looks like you can't even see what I wrote on there. Farm fresh lavender, fresh lavender, hand-picked daily. I forgot what I put on there. But anyway, I'm going to make a little sign. And this is the piece of cardboard. This is from the paper packs from Dollar Tree. You know how they have those packs of a whole bunch of assorted papers? You get a lot of good papers in there. So this works perfect for this. I love the texture, the colors in it. So I just took my pokey tool and I put lines sorry about that, I had to swallow. I put lines where I had to cut, and I'm using my cutter to cut my paper. I love these paper cutters by Fiskars because they have a line in them. It's like a string, and it's a wire, actually. And it shows you exactly where it's going to cut, and I love it. So I'm going to take that in my sewing room, and I just put some stitches around it. And then, of course, I went around it and distressed it. And then I'm going to take the edge of my pink tool, and I'm going to rub it. Now, if you don't sand your pink tool down, you can't do this. Use a pair of scissors or something else. But I sand mine down and make them sharp. So yeah, so I'm just going to use a purple glue stick, and I have to be careful because I ripped my paper, and I'm putting the glue on the paper because I don't want it all over the thing there. And then I will set that down right where I want it, and it wasn't where I wanted it. I put it down, and I'm like, oh, it's the wrong way. I had to scoot it over. Oh, no, I didn't scoot it over. I braided it down. Well, maybe it looks crooked to me from up here. I don't know. Anyway, it's on there. Okay, it's on there. So then I use my brayer to squish the glue around. Now I'm just going to take, y'all, I'm crazy. I'm going to take a glue stick, and I'm going to put glue in the middle, okay? And then I'm going to put glue around the outside. And I didn't want a lot of bumps on it, is why I used the glue stick. This glue stick sticks to anything. So, yeah. So now I'm going to take, I have 4 little brown buttons. Don't ask me where I got them. I got a big jar of buttons on clearance at Walmart, and it may have been in there. I don't know. But I'm going to take some string, and it doesn't matter what string you use. Of course, you can't use jute unless you roll it down and use one piece of jute. That would be cute. It would be cute to use jute. Oh, I'm a poet and didn't know it. Cute jute. Anyway, my brain, y'all just don't know. But anyway, I'm going to tie a knot in it, and then I'm going to cut it off. So I'm running string through the front, around the back, and back up to the front, and I'm tying my little knots in the front there, and then I'm going to glue them on 4 corners. So it looks like, yeah, I put it on my buttons. Ain't that cute? That's so cute. Okay, I got another one of these gather signs. This is the last one I have, y'all, I promise. I won't use them anymore. I'm carefully trying to take that off, but it did leave a pretty big thing. Now, I'm going to leave that wood, but it ain't wood, but I'm going to leave it looking like wood. I'm using wood in this because I got a wooden frame up there from the Dollar Tree. So, y'all, this was awful. I sanded this, okay? And I decided I'm going to sand it all off. One, my hand went numb in the middle of the night. I have carpal tunnel. If you know, you know. But that got up my nose. Oh, my goodness. I was sneezing, blowing. Yeah, well, anyway. So now I'm going to take Mod Podge after I sanded it as flat as possible. And, oh, that wasn't Mod Podge. That was white paint. I get my bottles mixed up. So I used white paint, and then I stained my frame. I'm going so fast, I don't know what I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. And now I'm taking... this is vintage oxide, and I didn't like it because it looks yellow. So it has a yellow tone. I didn't like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my walnut. Okay. So I got to get another dauber, and I'm using my walnut. I can't hold on to nothing. And I'm going to take my walnut, and I'm going to go all the way around that round circle. And then I'm going to go on the wood part because I want that wood darker. It's kind of a pinkish tone, and I want it darker. So I'm just going to do over the whole board with this. I hope y'all can tell because it really did make a difference. But anyways, I've got these printables, okay? And I use design bundles. They have free images. I get a lot of images there. The Hungry JPEG, Creative Fabrica, you can get images from there, and there's free sites on Facebook groups to get printables. So I just run these through my inkjet printer. I put them in my Silhouette Studio. You can use Canva. I don't like Canva. I can't do it. I do my thumbnails. That's about all I can do. I love my Silhouette Studio because that's what I'm familiar with. So that's what I use. But anyways, I put them in there. I size them the way I want them, and then I just run them through the printer. And this is printed on mulberry paper. And it does have strings in it, but it's wonderful paper. Like, you can barely see your seams. Isn't that cute one too? But anyway, you can get images from Google too, just wherever. But anywho, when you pull it, you can use water, but I was showing you I didn't paint the back of that because I wanted it to stick. But if you use water, a lot of times it'll blend in with my print, and then it'll start making my ink run because it is an inkjet printer. So I don't use water. I just grip it real tight with my fingers and kind of rip it towards me. Try not to rip it. And it does have strings in it. It's mulberry paper. So you just pull your strings out. No big deal. So I put a mark around there and traced where my bunny has to go. Y'all, I'm not straight. I can't do straight. I'm crooked. Okay? I'm crooked. He looks like he's walking uphill. But that's okay. It's okay. It's cute. The rabbit is the focal point, and he's on there, baby. So, yeah. So, I'm going to take Mod Podge, okay, and I'm putting a thin layer of Mod Podge on this mulberry paper, and then I'm going to pull it up. Be careful you don't rip it, because it will rip, okay? If you don't feel comfortable doing this, Mod Podge your whole circle. This is probably, if I would have Mod Podged the whole circle, I probably wouldn't have got him crooked. I probably wouldn't have, but I got him on there, and I didn't even realize he was crooked until I looked at it, you know, from way back. So, but anyway, then I just take my my brush, and I'm going to put whatever Mod Podge is left on the brush. So I get most of the Mod Podge off. Okay, and I'm doing that and just pulling my sides out, and it'll make your sides, your edges, almost seamless. It's beautiful. You can take some white paint and go over your edges, and it'll blend them in perfectly. And then I take the mostly dry brush and touch my rabbit or my design and push it down. Now, you'll pull up ink if you get it wet, okay? Just telling you. Before you put them on, you can take them outside and give them a light spray coat of Rust-Oleum 2X Clear, and it'll put a coating over them, and they won't bleed that way, but it's freezing cold. It was 9 degrees last night, y'all. So I didn't want to take it outside. It won't dry, and it's just a mess. So, yeah. So now I'm taking a good eraser, and I'm erasing most of the marks on there, and then I'm just going to set my frame around my bunny, and I'm going to take wood glue, and I'm going to go around the middle of this frame. Okay, I was going to mix wood glue and hot glue, and then I didn't want to, because what it would do is the wood glue would make it sit good, but the hot glue will put a bump in there, and it would raise it up, and it would just not dry right. So I'm taking a brush after I put a puddle out on the glass. I have a glass mat, y'all. It's wonderful. If you don't have one and you're a DIYer, oh my goodness, get you one. Ask Kathy Jo. She loves it. Also Sabrina from Sabrina's Craft Nanigans. She just got one and she loves it. So y'all, just a glass mat. It's wonderful. But anyway, I'm going to take glue on my paintbrush, and now you have to work fast. I'm not really going that fast. I'm sped up, but I am going fast because you got to put it on before your other glue starts drying. Okay. This dries fairly fast. That's why I didn't use, what is it called? Oh, Titebond Quick and Thick, because it would dry too quick. So I'm just lightly putting glue around all of these little loopies here, okay? All right, so I got it on, and then I sealed it. I put clips on it, okay? This one, I got several of these wood planks from Dollar Tree, okay? They are different sizes, and this will come out wonky. I'm just telling you. You can get wood at the, like Lowe's or Home Depot and do it yourself, or cut it yourself, and I had that, but I'm showing you, this is pre-cut wood. It's pretty convenient, so yeah, everybody can get it, so here we go. So I'm going to take these wood planks. These two measured out the best, the closest. And then you got to figure out these are longer one way than they are the other way. So, yeah. So I'm going to put those on the end. Do you see where I'm going here? So I'm going to take wood glue. And I'm going to, I could have used Titebond Quick and Thick too. And some hot glue. I hate doing this. My brother taught me against it. But it's for an instant hold, the hot glue, and then the other is for the permanent. I didn't like how it was doing. So I'm going to glue smushed out. That hot glue is, ugh. So I'm going to take my tacker, okay? I got that, what is it? Boss Stitch. Yeah, I got the Boss Stitch at Lowe's. My husband bought it for me a couple years ago. But anyway, I love it. But it just shoots the tiniest little tacks out, or staples, okay? It's like a, oh my goodness. Y'all, I had to look it up. The heavy duty, staple guns, they can shoot longer staples. This one shoots shorter staples, but I love it for the Dollar Tree stuff, as well as that other white one that I have. But, yeah, I'll try to tag it in the shopping thing on here, and find one in my Amazon store. But I got this one at Lowe's. I don't even know if they have them at Lowe's anymore. But I'm just going to set this on there, and then I'm going to shoot some brads in there, okay? And that's going to help secure it and hold it like right now. So I'm going to do this on all of it, and I'm going to make a side here. You see where I'm going here? I'm going to make, this is my favorite. This is my favorite. My absolute favorite. It is beautiful, okay? It's beautiful. I could have added more detail to it. I could have put more stuff on it, but I wanted this one just simple. Now my flower arrangement was hideous, okay? But, yeah, still, nonetheless, it's pretty. The box is beautiful. So I'm tacking this down, and I'm going to put quite a few tacks in it. I missed in some because the board didn't quite fit on some sides. So, yeah. But anyways, yeah, I'm putting it together here, and then I'm going to give it a coat of stain. Okay, so before I stain it, I wanted to show you that I sand the whole box because it is rough. Now, you put the rough side to the inside. On these boards, there's a rough side and a smooth side. Put the rough to the inside because you'll never get that sanded. But anyways, I sanded over it, and then I rounded off my edges because it was really sharp on the edges. So I rounded those. I put wood glue on the inside because I had some cracks in there. So I just filled in the cracks with that Tite Bond. It's kind of thicker. You're not going to see the inside anyway, and I'm going to paint it. But yeah, so that's what it looks like. Oh, I forgot. I had 4 balls. Why 3 of them had holes in them, I have no idea. I don't know why they had that. I really don't. But it's okay. It's going to be on the bottom. I just didn't want those nails or brads scratching anything. So I got these balls, and I put them on with wood glue and a little bit of hot glue. This is Java from Folk Art, and I used a baby wipe, and it's kind of blackish looking. I love it. And I just stained the whole thing, and my fingers, y'all, this is the next stain. It's still in my fingers. I'm about to just cut my fingernails off because it's so nasty. But anyway, I'm going to crackle this thing. Y'all, I was struggling. My glue wouldn't come out. I don't know what happened. I had to take it apart and clean the whole nozzle out. But this is just Elmer's school glue is all. And the thicker the coat of glue, the bigger and more predominant, I guess you'd say, your lines and cracks will be when it crackles. And also, the thicker your paint, the bigger and deeper your cracks and stuff will be. So, I didn't mean to go this harsh. I can't crackle, y'all. I'm just now getting this. I watched Sabrina do it and some other people. And I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get it. So I'm putting my glue on, okay? And then you let it get tacky, or you can leave it wet, I found out. It really doesn't matter. So once I get my glue on, okay, and I thought I had a thin layer. I thought I had a pretty good thin layer. We'll see. I'm dancing, y'all. I got music going. But anyway, I'm putting this on there, and I'm trying to get it even because there was bigger blotches. And then I'm going to take Plaster by Waverly. And right now, this is the whitest chalk paint that I have. So I'm going to use Waverly's Plaster. I put it in a cup, and I'm going to put, you want to load it quite a bit on your brush, and then you don't want to brush over it too much because it won't crackle then. And I'm probably brushing too much. I didn't look like I was brushing too much, but okay, that's a thick coat of paint. I should have went thinner. Okay, should have went thinner. Now I'm going down the side and the edge. My edge didn't crackle, but y'all, I was actually shocked. I was shocked that it did this. Okay, so now I'm going to get my heat gun. I'm going to put it on low. Now, if you go too long in a spot or too long at all, or your heat's too hot, you will get blisters. It looks like blisters. What is it? Bubbles. You'll get bubbles. You might get blisters if you touch that. But look at that. I'm doing it. I was so excited. I was so excited. And I was touching it because it was getting bumps. Blisters, bumps, whatever. And then, yeah, look at it. So I'm going to do this all the way around my box. But I want one side not so crackled, okay? I want it mostly white. So I just won't put a lot on there, and I didn't put a lot of paint. And then when it crackled, I kind of dry brushed over the crackles because we're going to put something on there, okay? But I'm going to do this all the way around this box. All right, there's my box. Look at that. That's the one where I didn't put a lot, and then it ended up, it was too thick, and I couldn't sand it down. So I put paint over the front. Now look at this beautiful thing. I'm pretty sure I got these images from design bundles, but I'm not sure. The Hungry JPEG, I'll put their links down in my description after the playlist, okay? It'll be down in there somewhere. So I am using my water pen right here because I had printed these and I got them too close together. So that helped me out just a little bit. Now be careful doing this. There's a string there. I was trying to show you. You have to break these strings in this mulberry paper. But anyway, that's the image I'm going for. And I'm just going to, sorry about my head. I'm just going to go around it. I'm so distracted now. I'm ripping it, okay? I'm ripping it. Okay, y'all. This is the same process, okay? Except this time, you really need to seal chalk paint. So I'm just going to put this is matte Mod Podge. You can use whatever Mod Podge you desire, okay? But I'm just going to use a fan brush and I'm going to put a thin layer of Mod Podge on my box, okay? And I'm doing this a little at a time because I don't want my Mod Podge to dry. And then I'm going to stick my design down. You had it right. Go back again. There you go. Okay. I'm going to stick it down. And this is forgiving if you don't let it get too saturated, okay? And I'm just using my finger, and I'm going to tap very lightly and tap that down, okay? It looks like I'm rubbing, but I'm not. I would have used my sponge, but because I'm putting Mod Podge over the whole box, it would have got Mod Podge on my sponge, and then it would have stuck to the paper. So I'm just using my hand, and I can't use a roller or a brayer when I get done, because once again, it will stick to the Mod Podge on the box. And you got to stick this down while it's wet. So I'm going to take my fan brush and I'm going around my edges. Now, if you touch the picture, your ink is going to come off, okay? It'll smear it across your project. So you don't want to touch your paint. You just want to touch your edge just a little bit. Now, if your edge is showing, like I said earlier, and it's bothering you, you can get the same color paint, put it on a little brush, and dab at it like I'm doing right here, and it'll blend your edges right in with your project, okay? The mulberry paper blends in pretty good, so I wasn't worried with it. But then when I get this done, I'm going to go over it with a dry brush to put all of my rows, make sure all of it's stuck down, okay? Now, of course, I have to use my distressing ink to, distress this a little bit, but y'all, if you don't want to distress it, don't distress it. It's that simple. If you don't want to crack it, don't crack it. Just paint it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Just watch me. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome, and that would help me out. I just thought I'd throw that in there while I was talking. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and distress this thing. Okay, I'm not going to make you watch me do the flower arrangement part. You can just see that in the, whatever, DIYs at the end. Final review. Y'all, I am having the hardest time with words today. It is ridiculous. My brain can't function. I don't know what's wrong with me. But anyway, I have these limbs here from Walmart, and I don't even know if they have these anymore. I don't look at flowers, be honest with you, unless they're in the middle. They have the special flowers. I probably need to get some more of these. I know I do. So I need to find some. Y'all, I don't know what I was thinking here, but I'm just stacking these up. But I put a lace doily that I had got from Dollar Tree down in there. And cocked it around to the side, and I'm just going to put these in there. Them look like some kind of trees lined up in a forest that you planted or on the edge of your yard or something like that. And then I've got these roses from Walmart that I got out of the middle bush. You know how they have the little middle bins there? So I got these pink roses because they match the pink roses, and I'm just going to stick them in here, but y'all do not have to watch me. Of course I used moss in there. Of course I did. Who would I be if I didn't have moss? There they are. I thought I cut that out. Praise God. Yeah. Look, what am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, overlook my flowers over there. I didn't have room. This box is huge. So look at that. I ended up putting a bow on it and used one of my twine flowers. Okay. And I tried to match the blue with his coat. It was the best I could do, y'all. But I didn't want to put anything around it. I just wanted it simple like it is. I love it. I love that. That reminds me of Peter Rabbit, But anyway, that one's cute. And then, look, I wish I had shorter flowers because it's still pretty, though. You can't even tell it's a house, really. I should have put a chimney on it, but I didn't. But anyways, yeah. So there's my little house planner that you can't see the house, but it's cute. So anyways, I'm going to show y'all real up close. Look. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? I cracked myself up. That is the ooh la la of my DIYs. I love this box. Now my flower arrangement can go. It can go somewhere. But anyway, I did paint the inside of the box with black paint, okay? I just sprayed water in it to thin the paint down and painted it with an old brush because it's rough in there. But I strung a pearl thing that I had from Hobby Lobby on there. There's my cracking job. I love it. Love it. But anyways, this is my favorite. Not the flowers, but the box. I could put something else in there. I don't know what, but it's just beautiful. Anyhow, remember this is the What Would You Make challenge. So make sure you check out Brenda, Christine, and Emily and the full playlist linked in my description box. You'll get plenty of inspiration, I'm sure. This is a fun collab. But anyway, y'all leave me a thumbs up, comment. I love talking to you guys. You truly are a blessing. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. If you're still here, I appreciate you. And I will catch you next time. Goodbye.